Welcome to the second tutorial session on robotics. In this tutorial, we'll be dealing with Arduino. First, let's see the basic essential components for a robot. The first one is a microcontroller. A microcontroller is a single silicon chip in which is embedded diodes, capacitors, and resistors. In this microcontroller, we'll be able to burn programs. Using these programs, we can control a robot. The microcontroller is a very essential component of a robot. The motors. The motors and actuators are mainly used for the physical movement of the robot. The power source. The power source is used to supply voltage to the motors and actuators so that the robot can move. The motor driver. The motor driver draws power supply from the power source and then amplifies it based on the signals given from the microcontrollers to the motors. The motor driver controls the speed and acceleration of the robot. The sensors. The sensors are used to give inputs to the microcontroller based on its surroundings. Based on the inputs from the sensors, the microcontroller can control the motors using the motor driver. This is the basic organization of a robot. Now, let's see about the microcontroller. In our tutorials, we'll be using an open source microcontroller called Arduino. The Arduino is very much simpler to program when compared to the other microcontroller boards. Other microcontroller boards use assembly level programming, but in Arduino, we use a Java-like programming which is very simpler to use. Arduino is also very simple to be interfaced with PC. Arduino was developed in Italy mainly for students' projects. It is an open source hardware. Now let's see the available pins on Arduino. Arduino has 6 analog pins which are able to get only inputs from the sensors, while there are 14 digital pins which can perform input and output operations. Out of these 14 digital pins, there are 6 PWM pulse width modulated pins. Arduino also provides VCC and ground supply also. Other parts which are available in Arduino are external power supply. We'll be able to give an external power supply to Arduino so that it can work independently by disconnecting it from PC. The USB connector. The USB connector is used to connect the Arduino to the PC so that we can upload our programs to the Arduino. Onboard LEDs. There are 3 onboard LEDs which are used for several indication purposes. Now let's see the board. What you are seeing on screen is the Arduino Uno board. The Arduino Uno board uses Atmega 328 microcontroller. Here we have the power lines, the 2 ground pins and the VCC pins, 5 volts and 3.3 volts respectively. Here are the analog input pins labeled A0 to A5. These input pins can only get input from sensors and other devices. Labeled D0 to D13, there are 14 digital pins, out of which we have 6 PWM digital I/O pins. PWM is nothing but pulse width modulation. This is the USB connector through which the Arduino board is connected to the laptop or PC. The reset switch is used to reset the program and run it from first. This is the external voltage supply through which the Arduino board can also be powered. Here is one of the 3 onboard LEDs, the ON LED. This LED is used to denote whether the Arduino board has power supply or not. And this LED is used to denote the data transfer in Arduino. And this one, LED 13, is used for checking the status of the Arduino. That's all for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we will discuss how to install and configure the Arduino in your computer. Thanks for watching.